Well, 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 what do we have here? The leaves are falling and we're back here at Snoopy's Town Tale after what seems like months? Yeah, the last time was the beginning of the year, and now we're almost near the end of the year. What happened exactly? Well, after I rage quit on the Valentine's Day update, I just kind of didn't feel like playing this game as much. Not all the updates kind of felt like I needed to. Like, it didn't feel like, I wanted to do it, you know? So, it's what it is. But hey, like I said before in the beginning of the series, if you want Snoopy, go to Hellgear. He's been covering it more than I have, and he seems to be more of the expert for it. But hey, it's the Great Pumpkin season, so of course I have to come in here and kind of go about with this. So let's go ahead and dive right in. What to expect this month? Well, we had a post here from the Snoopy's Facebook page, and it's basically this clip with this. It's October 1st. And we are excited, which shows you the introduction to It's a Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, written by Charles M. Schultz, because that's just the classics you have there. And yeah, that was just about it, just to say, hey, it's Halloween season. So what's this year's theme, you might be thinking? Well, in the group, they're teasing some things, one of which seemed more or less kind of a crime scene-ish, and then things of that nature. And later on, we finally got to reveal what it is, and it came with a video this time, so I'm going to go ahead and show you what that is, and the reveal of this year's Halloween theme, shall we? That's right, this Monster Mystery Halloween event of 2022. The gang throws together a fun costume party to celebrate Halloween. And, well, as I suspected, there's a little bit more to this update than you would think. And I figured as much. Why don't I go ahead and tell you what this update's all about with this email that I just received from the Pixowl team themselves. Let's see what that has in store, shall we? It's time. Monster Mystery is here! It's Halloween with a twist. Alright, there you go. We're back at Snoopy's Town Tale again because, of course, spooky month. We wouldn't have it any other way, right, Charlie Brown? Of course. The gang throws together a fun costume party to celebrate Halloween. Like you should. Everything goes smoothly until the candy goes missing. Oh no. Taking advantage of their detective costumes, my bad, I read that incorrectly. Some of the kids go around asking questions, determining to find the culprit and the missing candy. Linus, who is dressed as the old ancestor of his who was also obsessed with the Great Pumpkin. Again, what's with his family and the Great Pumpkin? Insists that the Great Pumpkin took the candy because they didn't believe in it. Who is the real culprit here? Obviously, the Great Pumpkin. Who else would it have been? Will the gang find the missing candy? It's a true monster mystery. Oh, you cute. You want to try to do the whatever. What's new? 6 new outfits like Frankenstein and world-famous detective. And oh look! It's Sophie! Yay! Sophie's back. I guess this is a great way for me to return back, isn't it? 40 new buildings include Haunted Manor and Crime Scene. 14 new items like Missing Sign and Boo Lollipop. And 24 new animations, including a Clue and Elementary. And, of course, you get a little bit of Woodstock over there, as you can tell. 6 new mini-events, 14 new quests, 1 new level, 2 new zones. And, of course, here is a preview of what they give us as what to expect for this update and all the spooky stuff that we get to expect. Oh boy, I can't wait to make my whole town spooky. It wouldn't be this thing if it wasn't that, so, yay they. But let's just return back to the video. So yeah, it gives you a good event. It gives you a better idea. Here's the Apple screenshot page of all the updates in there. Basically, it's the same thing I kind of told you within the email, but it gives you a little bit more in depth with all the stuff like, 1 new level, 2 new zones, all that stuff, 6 new mini events, and other interesting things of that nature. One other thing that I found interesting too, which I'm glad that not Apple, but Google's doing this now, is that their event stuff is popping in. So now I can see and look at this, that this update is going to end on the beginning of November. So we have all the way until October 31st, which so happens to be a Monday. So Tuesday is going to be the end of the event. So basically, just around the same time this began, maybe 1 day late. So roughly 4 weeks with this update, which is fun. And of course, before we begin into the game, I want to share with you this. This was a picture that was shown off, which is the new event is a new chance to live the whole experience. Get the gold pass. Yes, because of course you couldn't play the game without having them go ahead and say, get the gold pass, please. We beg you. Come on, come down. Play it, please. Alright, so this is going to be interesting going back to this game, just for this update anyways. We'll see what happens later on, but hopefully this sells me back, man. I swear, because I'm curious, but we just have to wait and see. But if you're curious, let's dive in. This is taking place on the 2nd of October.
Well, it's been a few months since we've done this, isn't it? You might be wondering what took me so long. Well, I must have explained it during the beginning of part 1, but if you're seeing this, that means I've decided to make this into a series, just for the Halloween season at least. I don't know how November and December is going to feel, but, spooky month, that's my jam. And I figured since I was covering the game, I might as well just start with the spooky month, right? It's only fair. But there you go. That's my thing. I've been keeping with the game, but I haven't been active, if that makes sense. I know Helger is probably the best bet when it comes to the Snoopy content, because he's been more active at it than I have been. So, and that's because I have a bunch of other games going on at the moment, so I've kind of had my focus and attention on those rather than this one. So, time is also a problem with me. So, I'm going to see what happens with this update. If I like what I see, which, if you're seeing this, that means I did, then I will try to complete this update and, be excited for Spooky Month, because, again, I'm a sucker for Halloween, and as you know, the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown is one of the classics as far as Halloween specials go. It's always been aired, just like how, it's Christmas, Charlie Brown Christmas thing. That's also stuff. So, I'm kind of interested to see what this theme is, and hopefully it's good. Apparently it's going to be Halloween themed, but it's also going to be somewhat themed around something else, which, judging by what I'm seeing, it seems like it's probably going to be, in my opinion, something to do with a mystery, if that makes sense. So I think that's what we're kind of going on with here. But anyways, that's about it. So yeah, I guess I'll come back once the event's live and go from there. And hopefully Sophie comes in though. Like, is it Sophie? Who am I missing as far as characters go? Yeah, Sophie. Hopefully she returns, because if she does, then I can feature her. Other than that, all this stuff, yeah, I've nothing else to say besides what I said in the beginning. So yeah, there's that. Monster Mystery. Yeah, there it is. This is the Halloween event this year. I'm quite interested. It looks like Harold Angel is going to be one of the featured characters this time. And yeah, as I figured, it had more of a mystery to it, and a lot of people kind of figured it out, that they're going to get Sherlock Snoopy over here. And I guess Charlie Brown is Watson. Apparently, Linus is supposed to be, I assume, supposed to be an ancestor who also thought of the Great Pumpkin, And the whole thing with this is that apparently candy got stolen, and they're trying to figure out who stole it. And then he's like, well, obviously it was the Great Pumpkin because no one believed me after 8 years of doing this, or 7 years of doing this, and no one believed me. Despite the fact that last year when they figured, all right, you know what, maybe if we do magic, we can summon the Great Pumpkin for you, Linus, right? But, okay, whatever. Let's just ignore that. We need to make this interesting every time, right? We always have to say it's a Great Pumpkin because it can't be Charlie Brown without the Great Pumpkin, right? Will we ever get to see the Great Pumpkin? Well, apparently at one point there was. He does exist, but not in the game. Not as far as I know. So, yeah, we have yet to see the Great Pumpkin in game. Maybe that'll be the end game when this is all done. That will be the gist of it. But yeah, the event will not be started yet, unfortunately, as you figured. I do not think anything will change in game, to tell you the truth. I think it's going to be waiting until the Switch turns on. I'm hoping that everything looks more fall now, like, fall background and fall leaves on the driveway, like you did with the 1 year. But I don't know. I guess we have to wait and see. So we know Harold Angel, but I'm assuming there's also another person, but I'm not sure who that will be featured. I guess we're gonna find out later on, I guess. But yeah, man. Man, this is taking so long for a load, man. Whatever. Anyways, I'm intrigued. The other reason why I wanted to do this is like you would think, oh, well, this doesn't seem like Halloween. Well, the items apparently do, and it has a lot of retro feel to it. So, here's hoping that they actually, you know, uh, fits to the thing. But we'll have to wait and see. Man, this is taking too long. I guess they want to load everything in so that way when they flip the switch, it's like, we don't need to do anything. But I don't know. It feels like they're adding something else to this. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see exactly what comes up here. Alright, give me a sec. Alright, I'm back, but it's almost done. I was about to say, Linus looks like a ghost with his clothes. It's like everything's white. Like, I get it's ancestor, but, like, what? Did he die? Did he die and all his clothes turn white or something? Was he always there? I don't know. Chef's kiss, by the way. Mwah. We'll see about that, Snoopy. We'll see if this is a chef kiss or not. Again, if you're seeing this video, I guess it was, but, yeah. So everything got disappeared. Yeah, so no fall colors yet. No, thank you. I don't care. So no fall colors yet, unfortunately. So again, probably flip of the switch and that probably will change everything. So I guess we'll just wait and see what ends up happening. But yeah, spooky month is finally here. I better have a lot of cool stuff, like I kind of, I didn't record, like I recorded like almost a year ago for Thanksgiving of all things. So we'll see what happens, but I like the items for a spooky month, so who knows? Maybe this time will be different. Maybe I'll want to get all the items and buy the bundles, but again, it might just be a one-off for the spooky month thing. We'll see. I guess I'll return when the thing comes up live. Well, the event is now live, and what's even more, I guess this is just kind of like, oh, isn't this the best? This is the point of return, is the fact that for some reason, guess who returned this time? Sophie! Yeah, that one character I'm missing. So, isn't it just coinky dink that the thing I'm doing happened to also be where the character gets introduced again? She hasn't been introduced back until like what, 2019 maybe of Christmas? No, 2020. So it's been like 2 years or so. So I've been waiting for this for a while now. So I'm glad she's finally returned. But with that in mind, let's go ahead and see exactly what to expect here. Now, I'm thinking I might have to readjust this the picture, but let's just see what happens here and go from there. Well, it's gonna turn on now, so let's just see this. Yeah, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Sorry, I had to come back in because of the sidebar thing I wanted to get rid of. Looks like Paw Prints is going to be our currency, but let's just go back here again. Oh, wow. I just clicked on the thing and I already moved progression, so. Alright, let's just see this. We unlocked ourselves this, which gives us the magnifying glass, which is Mysterious Tree, and it gives us Spooky Magnifying Glass. We also got this, which gives us a wanted poster, which is the empty candy basket, which makes sense because of the whole theme. What is this? Missing sign. Okay. So then we have this, the crime scene, which is our scene in question. Looks like we got some costumes too. And this is part of the reason why I wanted to do this, because, you know. So we have bat costume for Marcy. We have this Mummy Law Stand. This looks so retro in the sense of, oh yeah, and this is one of the things they showed off, the Boo Lollipop. So there's that. So we have Halloween gazebo. We have footprint fence. Is it a fence? Because it looks like a floor thing. Alright, whatever. I guess call it a fence then. What is... Oh, I see. I was wondering what was going on here. So, mummy costume. Interesting costume there. We have mushroom lantern plant purple. Wasn't this from last year? Could have sworn it was, but whatever. Ghost lawn stand. Alright, so we got that there. We have the broom parking lot, which is interesting. And oh, a balloon. Gee, where have I seen this before? Does that be Match Island, perhaps? Ah, yes, it is. So they were using some Match Island stuff. So yeah, look at that. Reusing assets. Lazy. Whatever. I don't mind. Candle row. All right. Interesting. See, this is the only exception that I would actually do these events, is that if it had something like this. The other thing too is because they get expensive, man. In order to progress through this game, you have to get through the bundles, and you know, that's asking a lot. I got a witch costume, which I'm trying to think who that is. Can't for the life of me remember, but you know. Oh yeah, we got the skeleton lawn stand. This was the other thing they teased, and this was like one of my reasons, like, that looks like old style Halloween decorations. Mushroom lantern blue. Okay. So got that there. Looks like the Frankenstein monster costume is going to be the one that we end up unlocking through the prize track. Got glare blooms. Oh, got eyeball. God, jeez, eyeballs on the plants. That's from last year from Adams. Yeah, that's the Halloween story thing. It might not be the same item, but the same idea. God. God, they borrowing one from another. I swear. Apple bobbing. Okay, interesting. Alright. So, blah, blah, blah. Oh, then we got World Famous Detective. Which is funny because this is actually a costume that he wore. I think I'm trying to remember which was from, but it's one of the specials for sure, at least. 5 of the Pumpkin Witch that looks like it looks more like a pumpkin snowman. That's because of what they have going on here. Oh, what is this supposed to be? Mystery solved, huh? Oh, look. Ballooned. A bat-loon. It, again, another Match Island thing is back here. Interesting. Mushroom Lantern Red. Alright, there you go. Got that going on here. And we got our final prizes. So this one's Halloween dinner table, which is, okay. We have the... Oh, so it actually gives us stuff down here. Oh yeah, that's right, because they are actually nice like that. So I have no idea what it's called. But then we have Potion Fountain, which is just probably just a decoration. So there you go. Alright, so we got a bubble pipe, a messy notepad, creepy flashlight, fake fangs, which, by the way, the fake fangs look like it's been reused for, like, say, Goosebumps Horror Town when they did the vampire update. Which, again, you know, when you have assets like that, why remake it? Well, you could just redo, like, you know, just use the thing that you already did before. So I'm not bothered by that. vampire cloak. I'm surprised you don't use the one from Goosebumps. You know, this is a new asset, so whatever. Monster makeup kit. Okay. Candy corn. You need bones, by the way. Candy bones for that. Still, that's disgusting. Boo lollipop. Need groceries for some reason. Special candy apple. Hey, so they're reusing the candy apple thing again. So if you had that in your inventory for such a long time, well, then there you go. Detective gear. Vampire costume. Oh, I have none of them. I was wondering if I had any special candy. No. Missing candy. Alright. And then we got the mystery solved. Alright, so let's see the bundles. So Ghostly Detective, that's going to be what's-his-face there. So that's interesting. So let's see this here. Nothing for the gold pass except for, you know, the usual. So we got a monstrous suspects. Alright, so we have the Haunted Manor. We have a pumpkin costume for, what was her name? Charlotte Braun, I think. And interesting what she does there. Vampire Queen costume for Lucy, which is weird because although there's a different, you know, she has a reflection despite, you know, doing that. Fright Eating Tree. That's kind of cute, but it kind of reminds me of that one thing from Match Island. God, why did I close it? It's not exactly, mind you, but the colors and the fact they're ghosts, you know, I'm just saying. A gargoyle, alright. Mysterious armor. Creepy bust, alright. So, yeah, got some more of that stuff there. So, there you go. And then we got the Clue Seekers pack. So, this is the thing I'm going to be curious of getting because this comes with Sophie, which she actually comes as a private detective costume. And it also comes with Harold Angel, which has a detective costume. Unless Harold Angel is one of the characters that stays. I don't remember exactly. But I'm going to have to get this because, you know, Sophie. Spooky patch. I've got detective assistant costume for Charlie Brown. Halloween pack. World famous detective golden statue. Tricky tree, which looks like a spiderweb tree. Candy chest. Now we got a bunch of stuff there. Yeah. And if I know this game, there's also one more pack probably hiding. Oh yeah, and then we got this here. So first reward is that. Which, oh god, so I'm going to have to do detective gear first and then that. I'll try to see if I can't get this, but I'm not going to be too bothered by it. I'm just going to see how well this turns out and then go from there. But anyways, let's just see the packs because there should be one more here. So, Monsters, Mystery, Clue Seekers, Gold Pass, Spooky Mystery Pack. So this is the last one. Alright, so let's see what this one's all about. So it comes with the Little Detective, Private Detective Costume, Halloween Organ, Apple Bopping, Hidden Candy, Gothic Mirror, Potion Shop. It kind of reminds me from her Oasis, but not really. It's a new thing, so again, you know, some of the people who do the buildings here also did the buildings for that game, so, and vice versa. So I'm not saying that, oh, it reminds me of this. Like, no wonder, Grim. It's from the same company. Like, no duh. It's like, yeah, I know. Okay, you don't have to be mean to me. See? Okay, so I've learned my lessons this time. Click on this, then do this. There you go. Wow, look at that. Already on my way. Isn't that great? Alright, so I guess let's go to the actually, two more things before. There are two characters that give me, that we get costumes for free. AKA, quote unquote, free. Not really. But, also, wait, before I do that, let's go to Peggy Jean, because she's the character that's going to have, something going on right now. So let's just see, Harold Angel from the bottom here. Is he part of the... No, he's part of the group, so he doesn't count. So, where's Peggy Jean? Oh, she's part of the group, isn't she? Yeah, there she is. Yeah, so she has that costume coming up after the event. I might not get it because I'm not interested in it, but it gives us something called Fly Away. So that's interesting. Also, Linus, or is it? Yeah, I think it might be Schroeder, actually, that they were saying. So Schroeder's one of the characters we get for a free costume, and he also has an animation exclusively outside. Because if you notice, animations are only available for, like, characters for a certain... what do you mean? You know what I mean. Like, you would have to have the thing there in order for thing to kind of come through. Yeah, so that this is what he does. Interesting. So let's just see his animations exactly. Because most of them go in buildings unless you have, like, the stuff here. So it's bleh. So it may not be him. It might actually be... might be Linus? Maybe. I'm trying to think now because I can't for the life of me remember. It's possible now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah. And again, you can see that I've not been kind of like, for this year alone, I've just been like, not interested. You know, just because that's just how I roll, baby. I just don't care. I didn't care for the events. This one is an exception because Halloween spooky, you know. That's just me and a T, right? But still, it's like, ugh. So some of these kids are detectives, but then there are other ones that are like, let's do spooky. Because, you know, Halloween. So, clown costume for her. Interesting. Yeah, so she doesn't really look like a clown. Like, she looks like a clown in the costume picture, but for the animation, no. Does she actually... Wait, who's there? Yeah, she doesn't have her... Is that is that the clown costume? Give me a sec. No, dress. Yeah, clown costume. There you go. There she's in clown costume. Yeah, they said she has a nose, but she doesn't. What is this? Alright. Who was lazy enough not to do that? Alright, whatever. And then you're done here because I don't need you anymore. I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean that in the sense of, like, I don't need you to do that at the moment. And normally, like, around this time would be ending in part 1s, but I'm going to decide to not, like, I extended it a little bit longer just for now because I figured let's get this going. And it's weird. I was kind of debating too if I should just redub the voices like I did last time, or if I should just read them out like Simpsons style. But I've decided to do it. Like, Pixowl seems to be good with the amount of dialogue we have, and they're not that bad because it's just basically same voice because it's kid characters, but still. It's like it's the same thing at the end of the day, or it sounds like the same thing. In just my opinion. Alright, well, I guess let's just go ahead and start with the story then, and then go from there, and then see how well I do for this event, if I'm gonna actually end up getting anything going.
Snoopy, I'm going to dress up as a detective for the big costume party at the Spooky Manor.
Very convenient that you're going as a detective in the sense, and you're going to a spooky manor for a spooky Halloween party. Because that's not uncommon, because that's kind of like what happened. No. I was about to say Great Pumpkin went to a spooky manor. No, they didn't. They went to a house party. My bad.
The world-famous detective is already fully dressed, having some mist that the party was in the offing.
But if you're dressed as a detective, what am I supposed to wear?
You can be Watson. No one wants to be Watson. Poor Charlie Brown never gets a break.
Every great detective has an assistant. That's a perfect role for you.
Yeah, there you go. Get to it, lackey. You suck. Detective, or a party. Alright, so collect some letters. Again, so they're doing this thing where it's like trying to get you to do characters. Oh god. Of course. Just getting a lot of these characters doing a lot of stuff here. So, basically it's trying to show you, get these characters to do stuff. Man, some of the Charlie Brown and what? God, the amount of costumes, man. So, again, I'm only gonna go for characters that don't have anything else to do. Yeah, like you. Thank you for giving me 3. That's great. So I just need one more character. And that gives me the 4 that I need. Well, I guess we're not gonna do that. Because you are needed for other stuff. Oh, oops, you need Lucy available. I don't know why. Okay, so Candy Bone. Candy Bone. Now it's gonna give me the Who. Thank you. Z, anyone? Okay, so it's just those 2 and her. Alright, interesting. Collect flowers. 1, 2. Okay, so I got those 2. I think there are people who drop them for me. I don't mean to click on you, Bill, sorry. Alright, so let's see this. By the way, who? And Naomi. Okay, I guess she can't do anything. Weird. I'm kind of curious to see what characters are going to be made available. Again, you were there last year, but I'm not interested in you. Linus. So what do you do? Looking for Great Pumpkin. Sing Halloween carols. Look for Great Pumpkin, yeah. And then let's see Lucy, because she's one of the main characters. Interview suspects. Okay, interesting. Yeah, you know what? I should probably start putting characters on those other things like this. Marcy. Alright, so let's find Marcy and let's do that. God, it's like the main characters. I should probably start doing that, but I don't think clearly. Obviously. Yeah, analyze other events. So I guess we're gonna have to wait and see what bundles and packs are made available and go from there. I don't think this week there will be any packs, but I might be wrong. Schroeder, I think I already have him doing that right now, so... Peppermint Patty, perform an animation to get the item, which... Oh, I guess I wasn't doing that, by the way. Sorry about that. What was that? Oh, okay, so you can't do anything, so that's great. Oh yeah, and then Schroeder can't do anything because, Nah, great. So, there was a character that said they had an animation that you can just do without. Basically, they were saying that you don't need the animation for the side. I just, for the life of me, can't remember what it is. So, I'm going to have to look again to see exactly what's there. Besides the usual stuff they add, like new land, blah, blah, blah. Things of that nature. Stuff that I really don't care about. But whatever. But there are some new items. Yeah, so I should probably put these down, don't I? Yeah, so you know what? Let's just make this Halloween area. Why not? We're over here anyway, so why not do that there? So, there, got that. So let's see some Halloween stuff that just got re-added to the game. Let's just see this here. Because they did say they added some Halloween stuff back. As usual. So let's see this. Mummy Law Stand. I think that's in the prize track, isn't it? Let me just see real quick. I guess if you want more, you can get it. Yeah, there is. You get 5 of them. Why would you need more of them if you really want? Okay, I guess. I'm not going to argue. It's 4 or 5 coins, so it's whatever. It could have been worse. It could have been worth dollars. We don't want the Snoopy bucks, for example. Footprint fence. Oh, so that's what it's... Yeah. So, at least there's that. That's interesting. At least you can buy more of them, so that makes sense there. Magic fence, that was from last year, so it's nice that's returned for coins. Candy, sorry, not candy, candles. Scary fence, again, from one of the older years past. Got some pumpkin stuff, again, from years past. We got some classic Goosebumps pumpkins, again. Got some, yeah, the flying candles from Goosebumps in, this game. We got some witch stuff here. I'm glad that they're returned back for coins rather than, because a lot of people have coins, so that's there. So leafless tree, jack-o'-lanterns, witch stand. Got some fiery pumpkins from the year before. Pumpkin field. Ooh, Halloween fountain. I think that was one of the other prizes that we got. I have to see exactly what I have and I don't have because I want to put some down, I think. But I don't want to spend that much coins if I don't have it. You know what I mean? There's no point wasting money if I have it already because then it's like, you know, what's the point? So let me just go over here. Yeah, so I do have it. So there it is right there. So it looks cool, but, you know, not a lot of money for that. So I got some of the items here just to show an example of what to expect. So, you know, gives you a good idea of the spooky stuff. Alright, so let's see the suppliers, which I'm probably not going to be surprised. There's not going to be a whole lot. So we got those two, as we expected. We have the Hallowell, which is a prize, which you can get for 400. And I wanted to see what it dropped. Doesn't it allow you to do that? No, it doesn't. Just random. Alright, whatever. Halloween Gazebo, another random. And it's animated, apparently. Got the Halloween Flying Pumpkins and Halloween Ferris Wheel, which I believe I actually have. I have them down, don't I? Let me go over here. Let me just see. Yeah, I have. Yeah, I have both of them there. So, yeah. So I just wanted to make sure. Let's see. Now, we go back to this. Alright, so. Alright, so is there anything else that got added? Doesn't look like it. So it's nice to see that they actually did bring back some Halloween stuff, so there you go. Yeah, so yeah, I'm a sucker for Halloween things, and sure enough, you know, hopefully this is interesting enough. Again, I'm not too invested into this game, but, you know, I'll see how this turns out, because, again, spooky month. I guess I'll return once I get stuff going. I guess before we end it to part 1, going into part 2, let's just finish this first quest off and see where we go from there.
We're not the only guests dressed as detectives. Linus is dressed as one too. At least sort of. I'm the ghost of my great-great-great-great-grandfather Linus IV, an investigator dedicated to the finding the Great Pumpkin.
Oh, that's why he's white, because he's a ghost.
The world-famous detective immediately detects that theirs is no ghost. Ghosts never wear sneakers under their Halloween costumes.
Hey, good job. Good for me. So, yeah, I figured. Oh, cool. We get a box, too. So we get to... Oh, my God. That's huge. That was big. Let's open up this. Nice. Not bad. Alright. So, let's just continue, I guess.
Wow, look at all this candy. There's gummy ghost, chocolate charms, spooky cookies.
There's vampire, Lucy.
I think I'll have the gummy ghost. It goes well with my costume, and I... Hey!
Uh-oh.
Who turned out the lights? Ah!
I probably did the effect of just the lights going down, most likely. Or, you know, somewhat.
Ah, it's so dark. Now I'll never find the candy.
Candy culprit. Collect messy notepads. Collect monster makeup. Candy corn. Yeah, it's gonna be a little while because I'm doing this right now. Fortunately, this only costs 9 in order to make. So, you know, I'm gonna try my best to get this, but at the same time, it's like, you know. So, and I'm gonna have to make that anyways for the stuff, but, you know, then I have to do all this stuff here, which is like, you're killing me, man. Oh, man. I just need some costumes already to get stuff going. But, oh, speaking of which, I guess now I can actually do 2 things, don't I? The costumes I've just unlocked. So let's go ahead and put that down. Oh, and get this stuff here. Alright, let's do it. There we go. God, that's huge. Alright. An old library room full of clues. Crime scene. Interesting. Looks kind of interesting, but you know. Alright, so Schroeder and Peppermint Patty. So let's just do them for now. So Peppermint Patty first. Oh, she's right there, so gives us this, who's there, and then we're gonna do Schroeder, which I've passed by accident. There you are. Alright. And it's bleh. Alright. So let's see how this turns out. Just look at them. The little animations. Where I'm going. There we go. So those are the two there, doing their little animation stuff. And I'm sure I'm going to try to add this to the other characters as well. But I don't know. It's been too long since I've done something like this. So, you know, it's going to be a little while. But hey, you know, it's something. But hey, spooky month, right? Alright, well, I guess this will mark part 1, I guess. And see where we go from part 2 and see if I'm lucky enough to get everything done. But, you know, I'm going to take my time with it since there's other stuff going on. So I guess see you in part 2. Maybe. You know, I just realized I don't think I even actually show all this stuff. Like, for example, I think I did, but I don't remember this, do I? What's this? Oh, right, yeah. Okay. No, I did. I'm being dumb. Again, when I saw the spooky graveyard, I'm like, wait, did I? I didn't know. But nah, anyways, if you're curious, I'm still kind of doing this, unfortunately. And you know, I got this going on here as well. Doing this, right? And what I've been doing is I've actually been sacrificing some of my Beagle Bucks, because in order to get the items, you just needed like 2 of them. So I'm like, yeah, you know what? Why not? It's not going to kill me. I'll make it back later on anyways. So, yeah, interesting. Hopefully I'm able to get this. I'm hopeful, because alarm bells are ringing. The last thing I want to do is not get this stuff, so I mean, this is going to be a little bit harder. It's not like the atoms, so I'll try my best. It's possible to do it, but still, ugh.
And that's it for this short part 1 video. Hopefully there will be more parts to this quest line. I'm sure there will be. I'm going to try my best to get everything. Especially since this is the busiest time of the year, so I have a lot of games looking to do, and juggling and showing videos, that's going to be a multitask nightmare. But this might just be a one-off for now. I mean, one-off in the sense of like them covering this update. But we'll have to wait and see. I don't know yet. It all has to depend on what I feel like and if it intrigues me. But until then, let's figure out together. I wonder what's going to happen. Who would be the one who stole the candy? Will we find out? I guess we'll have to see in part 2 when it does come out. Until then, get your detectives on, agents. Or detectives. It's a clue, a mystery has been declared.